find out all this, we prepare a statement at the end of particular year, generally 31st March of the particular year. Then there is some principle also for preparation of income and expenditure account. Then we will count what is our income or what is our expenditure. Then after that we prepare a balance sheet. What is this? It is a statement that contains all the assets and liabilities of the organization. It helps in knowing the exact financial position of the business, means financial position of the organization. We have in our college or in our university, we have some categories of assets. Then we have some liabilities. In balance sheet, all these things will be reflected. What is our cash balance? What is our bank balance? What is our land value? What is our building value? Then what we have liability. Next is what is bank reconciliation statement. This is very vital statement of bank reconciliation statement is very vital for any organization. If it is not reconciled or if attendance is not given to this, then definitely there are chances that something may happen, because we all depend on some person. As a principal of the college, at all times you cannot monitor everything. So you must insist on preparing this statement. Nowadays software is also available for preparation of all this. It is a bank reconciliation statement, is a report or statement prepared by the organization to match the bank transaction recorded in the books of accounts with the bank statement. It helps to check the correctness of the entries recorded in the books of accounts and thereby ensures the accuracy of bank balances. For preparation of the statement, we have to first take a cut-off date, say at the end of a month or at the end of a financial year. This statement can be prepared on daily basis also, on weekly basis also, on monthly basis also, on yearly basis also. But generally we prepare at the end of a year. But if our transactions are voluminous, I suggest that then purchase of goods by a purchase committee above 25,000 to 2.5 lakh. There has to be a committee to be decided by the head of the organization. What is the responsibility of the committee? Market survey, reasonableness of rates, quality and specification, and identification of appropriate supplier. Then this committee has to certify the things in this format. Then
quotations are one thing, sir. At the time, whether we have to take the quotation and all from 25 to up to 2.5 lakhs, quotation is required at that time. If even we go through the purchase committee,
you have to go to market survey, na? Market survey has to be there. Without a quotation, how can you do market survey?
Okay. And so each and then above 2.5.
Yes. This is the provision on GFR.
So GFR, sometimes sir, we face the problem. GFR rules are, Maximum Conversations are our President Governing Board as Deputy Commissioner of the district. He used to tell me like this that no ma'am, Assam ki GFR rule follow करोगे क्या लेके आएंगे क्या लेके आएंगे.
Actually, these are the provisions of GFR. Yes. So if we follow, it is good. If we do not follow, then responsibility lies on the person concerned.
Audit is basically the statutory and the compliance. But we will come to that. Today my topic is rules and regulations of audit and accounts, role and powers of executive in relations to audit, audit of grants in aid, IT assisted audit and examination and audit, which I think will be a little, we should like to have some discussion less. So audit and accounting, as we understand, you all have faced a lot of audit in the past, and you are most likely to face it in the future as well. So this is two sides of the same coin. Accounts and audit, they coexist. So accounting records, what is accounting? It records fund receipt and flow till expenditure is done. The fund is, the administrative approval is done, the fund comes in, and then the expenditure, it records all the expenditure till the expenditure and the purpose of the expenditure is fulfilled. Till that, account will follow. Likewise, we also do the same thing. We trace the fund from the point of source to the point of execution. Along with that, even accounts will also ensure compliance, that is rules, whether act has been followed, the rules have been followed, we also do the same thing. Now, accounting deals with recording of the transaction while audit verifies the same transaction. Accounting is an orderly keeping of records and financial statements. Audit is to verify the records and financial statements. Now, as for accounting, I am sorry sir, I have trespassed in your sphere a bit so that audit is more clearer. Systematically keeps records of an organization and prepares financial statements at the end of a financial year. Captures and classifies financial transactions maintained by own employees of an organization. It is maintained by its own organization, while as audit will come as an external agency. Accounting is an internal agency, audit is an external agency. In compliance to accounts rules, prescribed rules of the state government, and in some cases a unique rule of an organization. There are 2 or 3 kinds. There is one unique rule of an organization which is required for that particular organization. Other than that, it is all similar to all organizations. Next is auditing inspects accounting records. The scope of audit is based on statutory or compliance of records, gives a fair and unbiased opinion, checks whether the accounts records provide a true and actual financial position of the institution. Now, what guides these rules and regulation of audit and accounts? Accounting principles and financial rules of the state government or the GFR, like sir was saying, GFR. And audit is guided by the Local Fund Accounts and Audit Act 1930 and the rules thereunder. Now, what are the books of records maintained by an institution? It is the grant register, donations, scholarship register, any other receipts, collection register, registers for enrollment, subsidiary receipt, examination fees, certificate issue, registration, prospectus, library, identity cards and other collections, main cash book, cashier's cash book, ledger, bank passbook or bank statements which should be updated. The proceeding book is very important, like we are again coming to that point where governing body, we were discussing about the governing body. So the proceeding book should be there. Bills and vouchers, check issue registers, GST, stock register, register of receipt books, printing, photocopy, etc. and work related documents. Work is in construction related documents. That has to be recorded. So, now what is the audit procedure of any account? Now, like this is a good class because accounts and audit is existing in this class also. So, auditing, whatever sir said, after the accounts is completed, audit will come in. So, what about audit? Audit comes in with, and you have observed that audit comes in with an audit intimation. And intimation is issued to the authority by which it is explained, or it is the information is passed to the authority that audit is coming and so you are to keep so and so records updated. Now, the first point, the first exercise that audit comes in and does is entry level conference. In the entry level conference, audit will basically give a picture of what is to be audited, the period of audit, and what is the expectation in this audit. What is the reason for this? To cite what all reply is still lacking, what more reply is desired by audit. This is a citation that more reply, there's unsatisfactory, some satisfactory reply have been given which have been dropped, some more replies are required. So this is pursued in this exit level conference. And after this exit level conference, auditor will issue an audit report. Okay, and then give you, currently there is 3 months given. I think very soon we are going to change this and give about 1 month only time for reply. And after the reply to the audit report is received, then it will be pursued by our audit cell and then dropped in course of time. Sometime more time will be given for to drop this or settle these objections. Now comes role and powers of executive in relation to audit. Role and power of it, what is the power and role of the executive? The executive will always ensure that transparency is maintained in all transactions. Compliance is maintained in all transactions to ensure that the fund is spent as per prescribed conditions, to ensure compliance of statutes, fund is spent for which it was meant to be spent, books of records are updated and as per audit requisition, reply to preliminary objection statement during the course of audit.